The Get Out the Vote effort is now a very big deal on college campuses across Texas. In fact, at the University of Texas, they have registered almost 23,000 new voters in just the last month. And the bulk were students. With the primary now just 1 week away, the race on the Democratic side is just about tied, at least according to the polls there. The Real Clear average of political polls in Texas has Barack Obama just slightly ahead of Hillary Clinton. Joining us now, Kate Naranjo, the Executive Vice President of Texas Young Democrats and the President of Texas College Democrats, and Jessica Colon, Chairwoman of the Young Republican National Federation. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks, John.
Of those 23,000 new registered voters on the UT campus, Jessica, how many are Democrats?
Well, I don't know those exact numbers, but, you know, I'm glad that so many students are getting out and registering to vote. It's important for them to be part of the process, and it's wonderful to register these voters.
But isn't it true that the Republican race, because it's pretty well settled, I mean, it looks like it's going to be John McCain, isn't drawing the attention that the Democratic race is?
I think that's a fair statement. I think once you have a presumed nominee, that there is definitely some attention that goes on to other things. I think that when you have a race as close as it is on the Democratic side, that definitely churns up a little bit more excitement. We certainly had a tight race a month ago. We saw how a tight three-way race was forming, and it was turning out the vote, and you know, the numbers were, you know, Democrats have had some great turnout this past primary season, but, you know, the Republicans certainly had a tight race, and I think we've seen a little bit of drop-off in the primary voting because of that.
So, Katie, are you jumping for joy at all of these new registrations?
I couldn't be more excited about democracy in America with the Democratic Party and young people, that's for sure.
Does it benefit?
I have those. Oh, go ahead.
Well, does it benefit Barack Obama? He is the guy who has been winning the younger vote.
I'm not going to speculate. The reason why the young people are out voting, and they've been voting since 2004 and 2002, is because they realize that the Democratic Party is the one who's spouting the ideals that they want us to represent, and that we're trying to represent youth and youth initiatives. And that's the important thing, is that young people are voting Democratic overwhelmingly, with 47% that Rock the Vote just said yesterday in the poll that they released. And so it's obvious that when it comes to, you know, having a party that can represent the real people of America, it's the Democrats that are going to win in this election.
Jessica, I better give you a chance to respond to that.
Thank you, thank you. You know, Generation Y is very entrepreneurial. Generation X is also, and I think that that's really what's rooted here in the Republican Party, is the entrepreneurial spirit, the belief in the individual, the empowerment of the individual and the small business unit to be the backbone of the American economy. And that's attractive to Generation Y. And what we've really seen is that actually, even though Democratic turnout has been higher, the overall share of the electorate that's come out to vote has been about equal on both sides. 11% for Republicans, about 13% for Democrats.
I'm sorry, Jessica, I'm going to have to highly disagree with that one.
Well, you know, it's okay. The numbers are right there. You can look at the numbers. But the bottom line is that youth are turning out, and this is a great thing for Generation Y.
Katie, well, go ahead.
The numbers don't lie. Democrats aren't using fuzzy math here. It's really simple. The Democrats in all the primaries that we've been looking at so far, in any contest where you have a Democrat and a Republican primary on the same day, you have Democrats winning overwhelmingly with youth representation. In Iowa, we had 80% of the young people caucusing in the Democratic caucuses, and we see here in Texas that a vast majority of young people, of those 23,000 students, are going to be Democrats. And I can tell you, because it was the college Democrats registering those people to vote.
It's going to be interesting.
The Democrats have had higher turnout, but the youth are turning out proportionally about the same.
All right, Katie Naranjo and Jessica Colon on the Democrat and Republican sides. Thank you both.
Thank you.